get your hip hop dies and make your page from this to this amazing design. Keep watching to learn how. The hip hop die set comes with 2 dies. They both fit 2x2 squares on the grid paper, and they're, as you can see, are both the exact same die. The 2 same dies will come in handy because you can cut them both at the same time. So here I have a piece of cardstock that's a little bit bigger than both of these together, and as you can see, I was able to cut them both at the same time. And of course, if the frame part gets stuck, you can always use your tweezers, but here you go. This will make your cutting time twice as fast. After you get your pieces cut, you will of course need to arrange them how you want on the grid paper. So I'm going to show you just a few ideas. This is one here where you can, have it alternate the 2 different ways. So I have one going facing up and facing down, and I'm just skipping one grid line. So as you can see, the hip hop dies kind of make a wavy design if you would like it to be that way. I'm going to show you this other option. You can just put them on a row and have them going up and down. So that's also a really neat effect. I've also done it this way where all across there on the top and bottom, they're going the same direction. So on the far left, I have them both where the small section's on the top, and then in the next section, the little parts are on the bottom half. I hope that makes sense. But you can see how I'm arranging them here to get this really, really neat wavy effect. So this is a really fun design. So if you really like a wavy look on your layout, this can be one you can do, and it's really easy to put together. And this is not the one I'm going to do today. I'm going to do a different one. So I'm going to just go ahead and continue my cutting. All right, to glue the hip hop dies, I have a piece of cardstock here so I don't get glue on my page or on the table. And this is actually a level 3 or adventure level die. And I'm gluing it the same as I would any other adventure level die, where I just stick the glue in the corners, a little bit on the sides, and some on that curved part. And I just stick a little bit glue here and there on different spots, and it should stay on pretty well. But that might depend on the brand of glue you're using. You may want to use more glue depending on the brand. And of course, I stick them on over the grid line so they're barely covering that top line and the left line. And this is the pattern I'm using today. The next part is you need to fill in those tiny little spaces. I'm using a pattern paper. And as you can see, I'm able to cut 2 pieces at the same time, which is really nice. Now, a reason why I'm able to do that is because I'm using a pattern paper where it doesn't really matter what direction I cut the paper. If you are using a paper where, the pattern could look upside down or something, you would want to pay more attention to the direction you're cutting. And so you may want to cut your pieces of paper into little strips so that way you can make sure you get those papers cut in the right direction. And with these dies, you want to make sure you get those really sharp corners glued very well, because as I've said, sharp edges tend to stick up in the corners a lot if you don't have them glued down. And of course, now I'm just filling up the space with these little pattern paper pieces I just cut out. So this will be fun and colorful when it's all done. And of course, you can pick the pattern paper depending on what mood or theme is on your layout. Now I'm going to cut my photos, and each of those little spots could each have its own individual photo. I decided I want to fill the vertical spaces with the same photo. So this is going to fill 2 of the spaces, and as you can see, both of these dies fit on a 4x6 photo together, and if I wanted to fill the entire space with just one photo, I could totally do that. And I did plan my photos, so I chose ones where the people are farther away. These 2 sections, the larger sections on the hip hop, can also fit on a photo going the opposite direction. In this case, they're all going vertical, but I also can use a horizontal photo to fill in those sections. but just note a horizontal would be a little bit too short if I wanted to fill all the sections, including the small areas. Now I'm gluing the pieces on, and one tip is to put in the straight side first, and then the rest of it just lays down inside the frame. So I'm trying to do that, putting in that straight side and then just letting it lay down inside the frame. And of course, this die, just like any other venture level die, takes some planning. In this case, like I said, all my subjects are way in the distance, so they were able to fit well into those hip-hop shapes. Alright, this is my finished layout, and I think it looks so fun and exciting. And again, what's fun about the hip-hop dies is that you can create different patterns with it. So this is just one that I did today. And of course, you can play around and see what designs you like. And if you have not tried an adventure level die yet, this is a good one to start with. I felt like it was pretty quick to get this page together. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video demo, and I will see you next time.